Well, hello there, my peeps. Sorry I haven't been on in a while. I've had a sore throat. Also, I was planning on getting back to my debunks, but I can barely read right now because of my eyes. So, um, I am going for an eye exam on Wednesday, and hopefully, a new pair of glasses will change that, and I can read again. Um, so uh, I look forward to getting back to my debunks. I'm also looking forward to not having a sore throat. I still have a sore throat, but it's better. Anyway, um, so uh, because I'm having such a hard time reading um, the letters um, of words. Uh, excuse me. I'm not going to be doing any reading today. I'm just going to um, so I've titled this a Tale of Two Trees. Um, and so I'm going to be talking about the tree of knowledge of good and evil and the tree of life that were supposedly in the Garden of Eden. And, it's just a made up story, blah, blah, blah. Um, Now, most of you know that I will tend to call the tree of knowledge of good and evil just the tree of knowledge. Cut off the good and evil part, the tree of knowledge, you know, um, because according, excuse me, sorry, um, the way I interpret what the Christians say about um, God and this tree of knowledge of good and evil is that God didn't even want us to have knowledge. Kind of a motherfucking thing to do, if you ask me, but okay. If that's what they think, I don't know how on earth um, they could say that Monster God is good. And I used to be that person, okay? So, um, blinded is all I can say. You know, um, brainwashed. Excuse me. But yeah, uh, they can fuck with your mind. So anyway, and then on the other hand, we have the tree of life. Okay, so um, so according to the story, the serpent who the Bible never said was Satan. That's a Christian invention that was all the way in Revelation. Okay. According to Genesis, the serpent was just a serpent who could talk. Yeah, I mean, we're talking magic here. Um, but anyway, the serpent could talk, um, but the serpent was not Satan, not according to Genesis. Um, and of course, most of us know the story. The serpent comes to Eve and says, "Did God really say you can't eat of all the trees?" And Eve says, "Well, yeah, we can eat from all the trees, except the one in the middle of the garden. That one we can't eat of it because God says we're going to die if we do." And the serpent says, "Oh, come on. Don't pay attention to God. God doesn't know what he's talking about. You're not going to die. If you eat of that tree, your eyes will be open and you'll be like God." And so Eve eats and she gives it some to Adam, and Adam eats, and voila, their eyes were open and they knew good and evil. And lo and behold, they did not drop dead. Hmm, okay. So, anyway, um, so God, he, I guess he just hung out in the garden, walking around, which, I mean, is pretty strange considering he's not supposed to have a body. Anyway, smoothing over that little part of the story that doesn't make any sense, uh, I'm not even going to go into that. But God's walking along in the garden and he says, "Yo, Adam, where are you? I want to talk to you, bud." And Adam's like, "I'm over here, God. I hid myself because I was naked." And God says, "Who told you you were naked? Did you eat of that tree?" And Adam says, "Well, yeah, I did, but it wasn't my fault. See, the woman you told me to be with, you know, she gave me of the tree and I ate of it." And God turned to Eve and Eve says, "Yeah, I ate of it, but it wasn't my fault. The serpent told me to do it." And so anyway, God got mad. Of course, uh, don't know why he got mad. He knew this would happen. I mean, he's God, you know. And by the way, I don't believe in God. Or I should say, I don't believe in the Abrahamic God. There could be a God, could not be a God. I don't really fucking care. It's not the Abrahamic God. All right? All right. Moving on. Um, So, so God says, okay, well, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to have to kick you out of the garden because if you stay in the garden and you eat of the tree of life, you're going to become like one of the gods, one of us, because you'll live forever. You already know between good and evil because you ate of the tree of knowledge. I can't allow you to eat from the tree of life because if you eat from the tree of life, you're going to live forever and then you will be like us. So I can't let you have that because you're already halfway there, knowing good and evil. So I'm going to kick you out of the garden. Okay. So that's the story, the way Genesis tells it. Now let's go over to the New Testament and see what Paul says about this. I hate Paul, by the way. Everybody knows I hate Paul. So anyway, Paul says by sin, by one man, death entered into the world. By one man, sin entered into the world, and death by sin. That is not what Genesis says. Genesis only says that Adam ate of the tree of knowledge. Okay. Um, and it did not say that if Adam stayed in the garden that he would live forever. No, it doesn't say that. It said that God said that if Adam and Eve ate from the tree of life, they would live forever, which in which insinuates to me that they have to keep on eating of the tree of life to live forever. They had the ability to live forever if they wanted, but they had to keep living from the tree of life. Otherwise, why would God want to kick him out of the garden? Um, so, um, so yeah, doesn't make much sense, does it? But I could go into, you know, why the fuck did God create the tree of knowledge to begin with and put to people who didn't even know better? But I'm not going to do that now. That is a serious argument that I'm just not going to get into today because I've got a sore throat and I don't feel like getting into it. So I just wanted to get my thoughts out there and make a small video for you guys to tide you over. I know I haven't been good at making videos lately, and I'm sorry about that. But soon as I feel better, I will start making longer videos. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.